Hey guys, it's Tessa. So this week I am showing you how to make this super cute hat for the Christmas season coming up. In this video I've made the elf pattern version, but for the Santa hat you just need to use red yarn all the way to the end instead, or if you want to use another color you can as well. But this pattern only requires the use of 2 stitches, which is nice. The first one being a single crochet for the fur part or the ribbing, and then double crochet for the entire rest of the project. Additionally, I do have that little ball at the end of the hat. I don't show you how to make it in this video, but you can just search crochet circle or crochet ball on YouTube or online, and you can make it from there. I think for this one I just did, first row is 6 single crochet, then 12, and then up to 18, and then a couple rows or 3 rows of the 2 or 3 rows of the 18, and then decreasing from there. That's really it, but let's get into it. The materials that you will need to make at least the elf version of this hat is fur yarn, or if you just have like a white yarn you want to use instead, a 6mm hook or a J. I also decided to show you my little scissors as well as a darning needle, but for both of those you really just need them at the end or for switching colors. But that is all you really need. And then for the actual hat part I used a green and a dark red. To start, you're going to chain 9, and then starting in the second loop from the hook, you're going to single crochet across, and for the next row and the remaining rows to finish up the width of the brim, you're going to be doing back loop only single crochet all the way across. You should have 8 single crochets for each row. I ended up just using whatever size of the ribbing fit around my head comfortably. I recommend making it a tiny bit smaller than you feel it should be, just because yarn does stretch out a little bit once it's all finished up. Once you finish the brim and it feels comfortably holding it up around your head, you're just going to either slip stitch into the short sides so that they are connected, or you can take your darning needle and just take one of your ends and weave it through so that it again secures it together. Next, starting with the red yarn for me, I am going to put two double crochet in the first available space, and then 1 double crochet in the second available space across the top of the brim. You're going to do this for the entire brim, so there should technically be 3 stitches, 3 double crochets for every 2 single crochets. This will help with the shaping for the decreasing at the end, and I believe I ended with 75 double crochets in total. For the elf hat variation, which is the one I'm showing you in this video, I have decided to switch colors every 5 rows. Additionally, with that, every other row you are decreasing by 3 stitches. But for this pattern overall, I chose to do my color switches every 5 rows. So I've done a modified version of this stitch so that there isn't any spacing, and it also kind of looks like a double crochet as well. To do this, you will insert your hook into that first stitch, and you're going to do a single crochet here. So you'll just insert your hook into that first stitch, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull through. You should have 2 loops on your hook, wrap your yarn around and pull through both those loops so you have your first single crochet. And then looking at that single crochet from the front, you'll see a little V pattern being created, and you'll see one side's a little bit puffier, higher or looser than the other, and you're going to insert your hook directly into that section of the V. You're going to insert your hook there, and you're going to do another single crochet, and then you should only have 1 loop on your hook, but this is basically called a stacked single crochet. For me, we are decreasing every other row using a double crochet decrease. You're going to yarn over like you usually do, insert your hook into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you're going to yarn over again and pull through those first 2 loops, and you should still have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the second stitch, wrap your yarn around the hook again, pull through, and go through, wrap around and go through again. So you should have 3 loops on your hook at this point, and then you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook again and pull through all 3. Additionally, if you want to do your decreases differently, you're more than welcome to, but I have spaced mine out evenly throughout the part of the hat. Since I started with 75 stitches every other row when I did my decreases, I had them at least initially separated in 25 stitch groupings. So I would do a double crochet for 23 stitches, decrease stitch 24 and 25, and repeat that on the next two sections. I also recommend cutting off your yarn for the switching of the colors. The way I have decided to interlock the colors for the following switch, there's two ways to do it. The first way I show you is just by at the end of your last double crochet of the row you're on, you will insert your hook into the first double crochet of that row. Wrap the new color around your hook and pull through all the way and tighten with both colors so that your first stitch and your first chain are all of the new color. Additionally, the other way you can do it is when you're doing your final double crochet and you're about to pull through, yarn over and pull through for those final two loops, you can switch to your new color then. And so that your connecting loop into that first stitch of that row and that first chain are the new color. And then the final way, I guess the third way you could do it is just by tying off, inserting your hook from the last stitch into the first stitch, wrapping around and pulling through, and then just tying off there and starting the new color. It's up to you how you choose to do your color switches. I did this project with 15 stitches remaining. You can keep decreasing if you'd like all the way down to 3. I just feel that worked best for me when connecting my little ball at the end. Let me know if you choose to make this hat or a variation of it. You can send me a picture on Instagram. I would love to see it. Also, please leave any questions below and I will do my best to answer them. You're again also welcome to reach out to me on Instagram if you have questions or need more help. I'm more than happy to help. I love helping others when it comes to crocheting. But let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.